Staying with the Sewol-ho operation, but moving closer and beyond the numbers and the updates. For a change, our EG1 turns the spotlight to those in the thick of the efforts to uncover the truth and the emotional weight for the bereaved families.
A group of religious leaders gathered at Seomang-hang Harbor on Korea's southwestern coast early Tuesday morning, along with the families of the 9 people who are still missing after the Sewol-ho ferry sinking. They gathered to hold a series of religious rites at the place where the vessel was docked at sea to pray for the successful recovery of their loved ones.
Though we are all of different faiths, we are gathered here today to pray for the successful recovery of the 9 missing bodies and for the souls of the missing to rest in peace.
Standing 100 kilometers from the vessel, the last place their loved ones were seen, the families threw yellow roses into the water, sending out a wish that their sons and daughters will soon be found.
Let's go home now. Your mom will find you, and you do your best to come back to me.
The sound of the mokpo, a wooden handbell used by Korean monks, was sent out over the water, and a few minutes later, prayers were read for the families and their loved ones.
이제 우리는 침몰했던 세월호를 만났습니다. 세월호 속에 갇혀 있던 마지막 9명을 찾도록 도우소서.
Nearly 3 years after that fateful day, the families are bracing themselves for the days and weeks ahead, when a search of the recovered vessel will be undertaken, alongside an investigation into what caused the ship to go down. To prepare for the actual investigation, the families scheduled their first meeting with the members of a special Sewol-ho committee on Wednesday. The committee, which consists of maritime and shipping technology experts, 5 elected by lawmakers and 3 by the victims' families, was inaugurated by lawmakers on Tuesday. It'll oversee both the search of the missing victims and an investigation into the exact cause of the sinking, and will manage any items that are recovered from the vessel. It'll have 6 months to do its work, with the option of a 4-month extension. There was a good deal of argument at the meeting over a number of requirements the families had hoped the committee would agree to, including that the committee will consult with the families before deciding how to proceed with the search. While the committee said they do not have the authority to agree to all of the families' requests, they promised to fulfill some of them.
We promise to give the families our plan for the search for the missing by April 5th.
As the ill-fated Sewol-ho finally arrived at Mokpo New Port on Friday afternoon, port officials had already been busy preparing the area for the investigation. Some 50 shipping container offices were ready for use by those running the search and investigation operation, and telecommunications equipment and a press center had been installed. Now that the Sewol-ho is in its final resting place, there is high anticipation and hope that the families of the missing will find their loved ones and the cause of the disaster will be found, so that Korea can finally move on from the tragedy that's kept it in its grips for nearly 3 years. 이지원, 아리랑 뉴스, 목포.